broadcasting system, and welcome to Newsline. 30 minutes news presentation about Liberia and the rest of our one world. Today is Tuesday, October 17, 2023. My name is Titi Gibro with this afternoon's presentation. In the headlines, more condemnations for those reportedly inciting violence in the public amid the announcement of election results. Senator Vani Shermer announces retirement from politics following defeat in the just ended election. Joint Security sends out stern warning amid widespread rumors of violence and war. And away from Liberia, 5 Nigerians jailed for exhuming human skull for riches. Sports. A report of today's weather, the news in French and other development are all packaged. Zokwe Beslukane first sets the pace with a bulletin of news.
Government has reaffirmed its commitment to protecting the peace of the country. Government called on Liberians and residents not to panic amid recent threats of violence by anti-peace elements. Speaking on the Super Morning Show Tuesday, Deputy Information Minister for Public Affairs Jalawa Tompo said individuals whose actions go against the law will be held liable.
I'm going to say to everybody who empower your normal businesses. Those of you who know how to hustle well, go to your hustle ground. Those of us who can go to our places of entertainment, let us go to our places of entertainment. Nobody will cause havoc and go free.
Minister Tompo also threatened to legally shut down any institution being used to cause havoc in the country. He also warned persons planning to engage in violent acts to rethink their actions as they will face the full weight of the law. Meanwhile, CDC campaign team is calling on the Justice Ministry to hold accountable political actors spilling insightful messages about the election results. CDC campaign spokesperson Councillor Kanyo Baigbala said the constant action by a handful of political actors to spread falsehood about the elections has the propensity to undermine the country's democratic system. Councillor Gbala's statement followed a press statement from the Joint Security on rumors of riot in central Monrovia.
What has the Ministry of Justice done regarding what I call a brazen threat that is actionable in law? What have they done? Zero yet. No update from them. And these things continue and people continue to threaten the peace. We should be thankful that we have a president who respects peace, who is now willing to risk the peace and stability of this country to prove any kind of point.
He emphasized that despite the differences in political ideologies, the elections process must not be a basis for inciting violence. Councillor Gbala told the station that only the National Elections Commission has the constitutional responsibility to announce official results. Earlier, the Joint Security rubbished fake violent instigators engaged in spreading of rumor of violence in Monrovia on social media and other traditional electronic media institutions. According to the Joint Security, the rumors are being spread by unscrupulous individuals whose sole intents are to instigate violence while NEC continues its announcement of results. The Joint Security reaffirmed its commitment to protecting the peace and stability of the state. It urged Liberians to remain peaceful and look up to the National Elections Commission for announcement of official election results. According to a release, the Joint Security warned anyone attempting to undermine or threaten the peace and security of the state will face the full force of the law. Grand Cape Mount County Senator Vani Sherman has announced his retirement from active politics. It followed his defeat in the just-ended senatorial elections. The National Elections Commission has not officially announced his defeat, but his statement in a session Tuesday indicates he has no chance of coming back. Senator Sherman served the people of Grand Cape Mount for 9 years following his election in 2014. He had an unsuccessful bid for the presidency in 2005 on the ticket of the Coalition for the Transformation of Liberia, KOTOR. A 40-year-old man believed to be mentally challenged, Prince Lole, has reportedly stabbed another man to death in Bali that's Bapley Town, Nimba County. Eyewitnesses told our correspondent that the mentally challenged is said to have stabbed Emmanuel Peters to death after being reportedly provoked by him and escaped the scene. At the same time, a son of Emmanuel Peters, upon hearing the news about the death of his father, pursued and chopped Prince Lole to death. Meanwhile, the son of Peters, whose name is not disclosed by the police, is facing investigation. A climate change committee has been set up in Grand Bassa County for the first time. It was initiated by multi-level climate governance with support from the Canadian government. The committee is expected to work along with the multi-level climate governance to address climate-related issues in the area. The co-lead of the multi-level climate governance, Genye Benkwe, said members of the committee will be trained in climate-related disciplines and its implication. Madame Benkwe disclosed that the establishment of the Grand Bassa Climate Change Committee brings to 7 the number of committees set up in Liberia. And the executive director of the Center for Media Studies and Peacebuilding, Malcolm Joseph, has described access to public information as vital to promoting accountable governance. Mr. Joseph said accessing public information does not only enhance transparency and openness, but also enables citizens to make informed decisions. He was speaking Tuesday in Congo Town at the start of a 2-day training on the Freedom of Information law for 40 Liberian journalists. The Summit head challenged media institutions and practitioners to always request information using the FOR law. Freedom of Information Act provides public access to information and demands public officials to provide information to the public.
Zokwe Beslokane returns a little later with our foreign development and weather report. One of our top stories this afternoon: joint security sends out stern warning amid widespread rumors of violence and war. To this story now, the continuous rumor of violence by some politicians and members of the public has since claimed the attention of local and international organizations and stakeholders in the country. The latest comes from the Liberian government, including the ruling Coalition for Democratic Change campaign team. As Willem Etta Jaba reports, Deputy Information Minister Jalawa Tampo and CDC campaign spokesman Kanyo Babala have become the latest to comment on the matter.
Speaking on the